Good morning. Let's get right to it. What if you could produce a television quality commercial, not in months, but in a matter of hours? And what if you could do it not for six figures, but for a tiny, tiny fraction of that cost? We're not just looking at a new tool here. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how marketing content gets made. And honestly, it's about to change everything for your bottom line. Okay, let's start with just one number, $300,000. Now, this isn't just a figure I pulled out of thin air. It's a price tag. It represents the old way of doing things, and it's the very barrier that this new AI technology is about to completely demolish. So where does a number like that even come from? Well, it's not our estimate. That's the actual price a traditional advertising agency quoted when they were shown a commercial made with the exact AI we're discussing today. That's what the old guard thinks this level of quality is worth. Keep that number in your head. So here's how we're going to break this down today. First, we'll quickly define that six-figure problem. Then we'll introduce the AI model that completely solves it. After that, I'll walk you through a super simple 5-step workflow, show you a direct bottom-line comparison, and then finally, we'll talk about what this all means, your new competitive edge. All right, first up, to really get how massive this change is, we've got to quickly look at the old way, the enormous costs and complexities that come with making a high-quality ad traditionally. I mean, this slide really says it all, doesn't it? On the left, that's the world we all know. Huge crews, expensive equipment rentals, crazy logistics, and timelines that stretch on for weeks, sometimes months. But on the right, that's the new reality. One person, a single piece of software, creating world-class content at the speed of thought. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a complete reinvention of the whole process. And that brings us to the proof. We're not talking theory here. We're looking at a real case study of a cinematic quality commercial that was made by just one person. How? By using a single AI platform called Kixfield. Think of Kixfield as a complete production studio in a box. The creator in this case study literally used it to build an entire narrative ad from scratch. They directed everything, the actors, the locations, the camera angles, all of it, without a crew, without a set, without even a physical camera. So you're probably asking, how is that even possible? Well, the magic is in the workflow. The entire complex creative process, from that first spark of an idea all the way to the final ad, is simplified into 5 super clear, manageable steps. And right here is the critical difference. Instead of juggling writers, casting directors, location scouts, editors, and sound designers, a single creator just moves from step 1 to step 5. It's all in one place. This consolidation isn't just way faster, it gives you absolute total creative control from start to finish. Okay, now for the part everyone's been waiting for, the numbers. Let's get right to the bottom line and see how this new model really stacks up against the old one. This is where the strategic value becomes just undeniable. Just look at this. The comparison is staggering. We're going from a $300,000 cost down to a few thousand platform credits, which is basically just paying for computing time. The timeline shrinks from months to a single workday, 6 hours, and a massive production crew gets replaced by one person. This isn't just more efficient, it's a completely different economic reality for creating content. And remember that $300,000 figure? I have to say it again, that's not our number. That was the direct quote from an ad agency exec who was asked what it would cost to make the exact same ad. The industry itself is pricing the value of what one person can now do in 6 hours. It's incredible. So, what does all this really mean for your business? This is so much bigger than just saving money on one ad. This is about fundamentally rethinking your entire marketing strategy from the ground up. This tech gives you 4 game-changing advantages. 1, you radically cut production costs, which frees up your budget for the media buys that actually drive results. 2, you move at the speed of the market, not a slow production house. 3, you can now afford to A/B test dozens of high-quality creative ideas to find the one that really connects. And 4, you can finally bring that high-end creative work in-house, giving you ultimate control and responsiveness. And that leaves us with one final critical question. Right now, today, the ability to produce top-tier video for nearly zero cost is a massive advantage. But very soon, it's just going to be the baseline. It'll be table stakes. The entire competitive landscape of advertising is being redrawn as we speak. So the only question left is, are you going to lead this change, or are you going to be left behind by it?